Hello everybody, this is Vanessa with Clemons Crafts. I want to say welcome to my channel and thank you so much for subscribing. I've been seeing all the new subscribers. I'm totally excited. Thank y'all so much. And today, this video, you know the video I just did on the Sizzix release paper, how it helps your paper let go from the die cut. And I thought that was just awesome. Well, I've been getting a lot of messages and comments about other things that we can do besides Sizzix release paper. Things like cornstarch, yes, a dryer sheet, wax paper. So I wanted to try each of those and film it so that we can all learn, because I feel like if we can do this cheaper, I'm all about it. Also, tonight I wanted to decorate a tag. I have never decorated a tag before, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna film it. And so I'm gonna print a couple of images, maybe more, off my vintage Valentine's DigiKit that's in my shop. Wanted to try a couple things with that too. I've been told 24-pound paper, and I've been told 80-pound paper. And right now in my newsletter, we are discussing cardstock. And so I wanted to play and see which one of those really works the best for ephemera. And then we're going to make a tag, maybe 2 or 3. But anyway, all right, let's do it. Hello, everybody. Okay, I'm back. So I have all of our equipment. I got Reynolds wax paper, almost out. But anyway, got that. I have the dies. I also had a very tricky one from another set that I know for a fact gets stuck, and I'm gonna test it as well. Oh boy, if I can find where I put it. Anyway, I also have a bounce dryer sheet. Well, it's huge. Yes, because I get the pet one, and so it's rather large, but I love it. Okay, so that's our dryer sheet. I also have the cornstarch, and I don't know the typical brand everyone buys, but this one we have. And so I have all of our equipment here, and I am going to pause for a minute for me to find that difficult die cut. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I have the die that I was having a really hard time with is this Congrats. And right now, the most recent thing that I tried was I put a piece of that packing material, that clear plastic material, and I finally got it to work with that in there. And I'll just run it through here in a minute so you can see, because you know, I had said that in a previous video, so we'll try it while it's in there anyway, just to give it a try. All right, and I think we need a color that everyone can see. So let me do, I think black would be good. And I'm going to use the 110 cardstock that I use for die cutting for my shop. And then I'm also, I think just for giggles, we're going to do a piece of 80-pound cardstock. And I got this cardstock from the Cardstock Warehouse, I believe it's called, on Amazon. And so, where shall we start? All right, let me try. I'll do the cornstarch last, just because I'm a little worried about mess, but I got instructions and the lady said, use just a little bit. So let's go ahead and start with this one because it already has the plastic. And just to review, we do have our adapter here, and it says on the instructions that you would have this piece, there it is, the green, and then the bottom cutting pad, your die cut, your paper, and then a top cutting pad. So that's what we're going to try here. Let me get the cutting pads. Okay. And of course I got new ones today, so I'm all excited because they look great. All right, I just love brand new cutting pads. And then we're going to take our little paper here. I'm going to trim it down because we don't need a piece quite this large. So I'm just going to trim that down. Okay, so we have our cutting pad, the paper. Here is our die, and then we're going to lay top cutting pad just like that. And we're going to roll it through here. All right. And as usual, I always do a couple of little passes there. All right, so here it is, cut through the plastic. Looks like it came off this really well, which is what happened earlier. And then I have this little tool here to help weed that out. It does come with a piece of like foam that you can use. If you don't want to use your hand, you can use it. And as you can see, it's still not coming out. Oh wait, I think it's a little loose. Yes, right there. So that's good. Let me use this little tool I got from Cricut. It's a weeding tool, but I use it because it's just the perfect size. Man, look at that pressure. You really got to go in there. Okay, so this is with the plastic, and it's like from stuff you would get. I actually think this particular plastic is from a die cut that I had ordered. So, okay, and I'm just taking my tool and I'm trying to get under there. Okay. Look at that. It's still not wanting to come up very well, so we will go in our little openings here. Whoop, it's out. Okay, so out we go. And it looks to me like it's not in too bad shape. I wonder if I could get my light to come up here. This little light travels every time I make a video. But there it is. Not too bad. Okay, so let us move on. We did our fancy plastic. Now what I'm good. Well, I'm just going to throw it in the floor. All right, so now what I'm going to do actually is take this plastic out. It's already coming out. Oh my goodness. Okay, you know, I'm a little nervous, but come on. Okay, so we have a good blank die cut here, and we're going to put our finished word right there on the top. And let's get this one before I move on too far. This right here, you guys don't laugh, but I ordered another set because the other night I had a very large order for these, and it was driving me nuts because it was stuck. They were stuck in there good, and no matter what I did, so I told my husband, could it be that they're dull? Like, I don't know. So I ordered another set, and I can tell you this one has plastic in it because you can kind of see it shining. So that's one of the older ones. This one has plastic in it, so that is one of my older ones. These are the two brand new ones that have never been used. So that's what I want to play with in this video. Let's use the smaller one, and it has no plastic on there right now. Let's just do it brand new and see what it looks like just straight up out of the box, or out of the pack, I guess I should say. Okay, we have our cutting pad down, paper and the die, and then our top cutting pad with a plastic congrats on it. All right, now we'll run it through here. A little tight, but that's okay. We're gonna go in one time in. So let's see what happened. Oh, you're joking. Does everybody see that? Oh, what? Okay, that never happens. Hey guys, okay, the video's over because you know what? Maybe it's my die. Maybe. Oh my God. That's awesome. Okay, let me see if I can. Where is my little weeding tool? I'm so excited. Well, we might not get to use this one if it's going to behave so well. Okay. So, all right. Wow. I mean, nice. Look at that. Woohoo. All right. So maybe I just need all new die cuts. My husband will be thrilled. All right. Let's get our old one. Let's get our old one. And I'm going to pull the plastic out here, because now I'm very curious to see, hey, you know, I bet a multitude of factors goes into a difficult die cut. I mean, not only could it be the actual metal, but you know, this is a brand new set of cutting pads. And so I wonder, makes you think, doesn't it? All right, so let's get another piece of paper. I mean, that was fantastic. If all my dies did that, woohoo! I could churn orders out like all day. Fast. All right, let's see. Where did I put my... I'm gonna have to rewind the video. There it is. Rewind the video. Figure out where I put this top pad. Okay, so this is the old die cut right here. We're gonna run it through and see. Let me line that up a little bit. I think my pad is a little crooked, and I don't like forcing them through there when they're crooked. So there we go. Go in that way. Yeah, I mean, this is a good tight. I'm sorry. I know I'm vibrating my little camera, you guys. Like the Land Before Time. It's an earth shake. Okay, so this one didn't just fall out. So yeah, very interesting. Okay, so this one did not just fall out. And I mean, you can't run out and buy brand new die cuts every single time one of them starts getting stuck. I mean, that's just not feasible. So I'm really excited to try these little ideas. Boy, you can see this one. It's not wanting to come out very well at all. I'm trying to pull a little diagonal and up, because sometimes that will help. So we're just pulling diagonal and up, and we're trying to keep it on even on the same side so that we're not just pulling on one side and tearing it. Boy, this is, I mean, hey, it's coming out. So maybe I need to replace cutting pads more often. Again, I do not like going through all that plastic. It really bothers me. And I have another little trick. My husband and I actually ran out of cutting pad the other night, and he actually went to Lowe's, and I cannot remember the exact thickness, but he actually purchased plexiglass and had it cut. He has a saw, and he cut it down to the same size. It worked just as well. And I told him, I said, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to put this on a video. But here's the thing. If you use a product that is not approved for the machine, you could damage your machine. I'm using this nice brand new die cut. So this isn't the one we used it on. We used it on my old one over here. But I'm telling you, it worked. And I was really happy. So, but it's still plastic. So anyway, you know, so here it is, guys, pulled out. It's got a little bit of going on there. Not really happy with that one. I really like that first one better. So yeah, you kind of have to squeeze it into shape here. Okay, so very interesting. All right, so that's our ones with no plastic, just straight die cut right out of the package. And so let me get, I would like to grab one of my handy dandy pieces of plastic here. Okay, this is one, see, little package. So we can just cut it right around here. Just gonna see, and I save that because sometimes I have to use them quite a bit. So let's just use the plastic on this old one because we already have the little congrats with plastic that we did. So now we can be consistent. So I'm gonna lay the plastic, whoa, hello, lay your paper down. And then our die with the plastic under the metal. And then our top plate. I'll just make sure they line up there. One, two, a little vibrating there going on the camera. All right, this is with the plastic here. Comes out a lot easier. Let me put that in my recycle. All right, so this has some little hairs. And that's what I was telling someone too. This isn't the best thing because the little plastic leaves, I guess it could be called shedding maybe sometimes, and you do have to kind of watch that when you're getting ready to use. Sometimes they'll leave little plastic on the edge. All right, so let's start here. We're going to try to pull just the paper and leave the plastic, just like we would if this was a release sheet, you know. And look, it's getting stuck as well. But it does seem to come, a little bit easier than it was without the plastic. Not much easier, but a tiny bit. This is actually how I finished my order the other night. I finally remembered about putting plastic in there because, you know, I do have the release sheets, but I was going through them left and right. I thought, well, I don't want to use all my release sheets on this one order. All right, so there we are. A little bit, I don't know if you can see, which this was one of the issues that I have with this particular technique. If you can see on the edge, the white fuzzies, see, you'd have to go through and pick all that off, especially before you were to glue it down. It would be fuzzy forever. Okay, so let's get rid of that one. I'm just really excited to do this because I've been wanting to do it like all day, and I was trying to hurry up and get time to make this video, so I'm excited. Okay, let's see. Forgot about the lighter cardstock. This is the 80 pound. I can tell you, I mean, I can go ahead and show you since we still have plastic in there. The thinner the cardstock, the more difficult it is to die cut. And man, I can't imagine trying to die cut with like 24 pound cardstock. It would probably just not work. But okay, so we have 80 pound here with our plastic still on the tree. Let's just run this through, see if we can tell any difference with the thinner cardstock. And in my newsletter this month, we're going over how they get those weights and how you can use the different weight of cardstock for different things in crafting. Different tasks call for different weights. I've always thought this was neat how it, okay, moving on. So we'll just do this, get the little tippy top, try to get that in there really good. And then we'll go back in here and start it and try to leave the plastic and just pull just the paper. And I'm trying, okay, so just so you guys can see what happened is it's so very thin that here you have the paper separated from itself. So that's why I do try to avoid 80 pound. Now, some specialty papers, I don't have a choice. Some glitter papers, the color, I can't find it in 110 glitter. That would probably be so thick. So I do have 65 pound glitter paper that I use, but maybe because of the adhesive and the glitter, I don't have any problem using that most of the time. But for regular paper, I do try to stick with the 110. I also have used the 100 pound with good results. I'll put that back over there. Sometime I'll have to do a little craft room tour and show you guys my paper shelf. I'm not going to show you right now because it's really messy, but I'm really bad about pulling out one color and then leaving the stack like half stuck out. It's like opening the kitchen cabinets and leaving them open. I used to do that a lot. My husband finally broke me of doing that because I would leave them open. It'd drive him nuts. I'm just like, well, it's easier when you need something again. It's already open, you know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get that paper out here. And I'm going to go ahead and remove the plastic. because we're going to move on. And I think we should do wax paper, because that would, to me, be the next simple thing. Wow, this plastic really is everywhere in here. Let me just try to do this over the garbage can so I don't make too big of a mess. Okay, wow, it's everywhere. Okay, so here we have it. No plastic, right? I'm just making sure. Okay, no more plastic. Clean up a little bit. All right, now we'll move on and use the wax paper. And I'm going to just cut a little bit out here. Here is our little word. Our little word. And where's my good pound cardstock? Oh, I think I used it all. Anyway, let's cut a little bit out for our word. Really watch my fingers there. I can't tell you how many times I've snapped. Okay, and we have a really shiny side and then a more matte side. And so I'm going to put the wax side next to the metal, just like we would if it were a release sheet. So we'll put the really shiny side against the metal here. And then let me grab my papel. All right, here we go. Have a little stack of pepper here. A little bit of paper. We're going to use the paper. And there we go. Try to go in more at a diagonal. I know Tim Holtz was saying that a lot of times with these longer dies, if you continuously go in this way where it's, you know, is that called perpendicular? Anyway, it can warp the die cut over time. And so you can always just lightly press it back, but he kind of recommends more at a diagonal when you can. So I try to remember to do that. All right, so here's this. Now, here we go, wax paper. Boy, I wish I could use music on YouTube. I know I can. I think there's like a studio thing, but anyway, I'll have to investigate that. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to get, you know what? Let me see if I have here somewhere. I used to have that little foam piece that went underneath this, like that came with it, but I don't know where I put it. My fingers are dancing. Yeah, there's no telling where I put that thing. I thought I would get it so I could show you, but all right, so this goes here, and we're going to take it and kind of, because again, it's not coming out on its own. So let's just, and the wax paper is stuck really good to the paper there. So I'll just kind of, boy, yeah, this isn't, well, no, wait, look. Oh, whoa. Ooh, slippery. That C is just the right shape to slip. Look at that. Okay, so hey, you know what? It's just so tight fit. It's like me dropping this over and over again. Let's just call this the drop video, okay? It's fine. And so we're getting, it seems like it always gets stuck right there on that R. I don't know if that's... Okay. I mean, you know what? It was easier than not having it. I'll tell you that right now. It was a lot easier than not having it. So, and, oh, look, there's none of that residue left on it. Let me get the light here. I mean, maybe a little tiny bit there in the J, but not as much as there was left with the plastic. Okay, so in my book, I'm saying I'm not going to use that little plastic anymore. Before I use that, I'm going to go with the wax paper. That's just me. I'm just saying. Okay, so let's see what else. That's that. Let's do the tree next. I'm going to put this wrapping paper over here before I make a mess. And I have some of my little hearts over here. I was trying to be all Valentine's-y. I'm so excited for Valentine's Day because that means spring is right around the corner. And I can't wait for spring. I'm hoping that the winter, we had a really bad freeze. Well, good Lord, I think most of the country did. And I'm hoping it didn't kill my little white sage. But the leaves are brown on it right now. And I did have it covered through most of that, but it just was a sustained cold for so long. All right, so wait, we're gonna do the tree. Come here. Okay, let me make sure. Yeah, this is the old one, I can tell, because it's got all the little scratchies. And this is the new one. It's much shinier. Okay, so we'll see this old one. And then again, I have, this is the shiny side. This is the matte side. This is the shiny side. So I'm going to use the shiny side against the metal. And then I'm going to lay it on our paper. Cutting pad is here. Lay that there. And then I'm going to grab my top cutting plate. Oh, goodness. I'm going to have to run my little vacuum when this is over. That's okay. I have to do that every day anyway. All right. And we'll just do this. Run it through. One, two. Let's see. We could pull the wax paper off. That's no big deal. I need to move my recycle bin closer to me during these videos. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. And then we'll take this and do our little, anyway, and then let's flip this over. Huh. So there's some of the wax out of there. That's what it looks like so far. Gonna put a little pressure here. Okay. See if I can leave the wax. Oh, nope, the wax paper wants to come with the tree no matter what. It says, you're not leaving me here. And you know, that part of the tree is so thin. It seems like no matter what we do, that little piece right there always wants to get hung. And I guess it's a part of the design, but goodness, that needs to be a little thicker. Gee, I'll just let Sizzix know. All right, we'll just go right here. And again, it's wanting to come out or wanting to stick right there. I'm just trying to pry it up a little bit. It worked really well on the word. And again, I do think, I mean, I can tell just pulling that I do feel like with the wax, it's coming up a little easier than it did again with the plastic. Okay. I mean, some little warping there. And we'll throw the wax paper. At least it comes off easy. Oh no. Okay, so I am seeing this. This was part of the reason why I had quit using it, but I don't think we're going to get away from residual with any of these methods really, but there's a lot of residual left with the wax paper. And I was kind of hoping that maybe it was the brand, because I do get this big box of ready sheets of wax paper. Let me see if I can pull this out. Yeah, I get this from Sam's Club, and it's very nice because I can just pull it out, you know, when I'm mixing colors or whatever I may need. So I was hoping maybe it was the brand that was leaving that residual, but so I went and stole my husband's wax paper because he does all the cooking. You guys don't want me around large objects that get hot and could burn people. So no, I don't cook. No. All right, and so yeah, this is what we have with that little wax stuff. A little bit of residual there, which you would need to remove before, you know. All right, so before you use it, I guess. Moving on. I want to do the dryer sheet. Let's do the dryer sheet. Oh, it's so exciting. I mean, this smells really good. Now, I didn't ask. I should have asked, do you leave it doubled? But I wouldn't think so, because I think if you are creating too much thickness, that would make the die cut not deep enough. It would make the grooves fill up. And so let's use a little piece right here. Okay, cutting plate. This, oh, look at me trying to reach through the cutting pad. Okay, so this is our word. We're gonna lay the word on this, and then I need paper. Why do I always leave my paper? If I had been prepared, I would have some already cut, but that's okay. We're here now. All right, let's put, I don't really need to waste all that paper. Okay, let's put this paper down, and then the little die right there. Oh, I barely made it, didn't I? Okay. Then we're going to get our cutting pad again. Excusez-moi. Okay. And we're going to lay it down here. We'll go through twice. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see that. You know, I saw a tutorial once. A lady used a dryer sheet. Man, if I can find it, I'll link it. But she made an amazing card using a dryer sheet. It was the coolest thing. And I thought that was really clever. But anyway, okay, so I'm going to pull this off. Whoa, that came off really easy. Did you see that? Woohoo. That's a good sign. Okay. I'll use our little, oh wow, okay, so everything came out that way. Well, and then we're gonna, because it doesn't seem to have any, there's a little bit of a loose spot right here already. Huh. Let's just see. Oh my goodness. Here's the tricky R. Well, I don't want to pull on it too much. Oh, look at that. Whatever. Holy, okay. Look at that. Ha! You believe it? Look at that. Wow. And she is right. It does smell really good. That's kind of cool. If you were going for, you know, kind of a grungy look, distressed, you just leave it. That's awesome. Person that gets your card would be like, this smells wonderful. All right, let's see. Oh no. Do you guys see what's happening here? Oh no. What did I do wrong? Look, it's not, the dryer sheet is, okay, wait, maybe I can get it this way. Nope. Huh. So the dryer sheet is wanting to, darn, it came off so easily of the die, you know. Maybe you just have to, oh, but that's way too time consuming. I don't know. Well, wait, maybe, I mean, you know, wonder if you could get all that off, all that. It does leave a little bit of a film. I would be a little concerned if you were going to use any kind of distress oxide. I wonder how that would react with the oxide and the spray stains. I wonder. All right, because y'all know I was going to do it. Y'all know I'm going to do it. Look, we got wax paper right here. We can just, let's just see here. Let me get my, let me get some, let's see what it does. I'm so curious to know. Okay, here's some. It's a, oh, is it Kitsch? Flamingo, Kitsch, anyway, okay, whatever, Flamingo. Kitsch Flamingo? What does that word mean anyway? Does anybody know? I learned so much from you guys through these comments. It's so fun. All right, let's see. So I really do want to see what happens. Let's see what it's doing, if it's doing anything. Okay, it does not react with the spray stains, like it's not bubbling or anything, so I was just curious because, you know, the stains and the oxides, they do funny things together sometimes, and not really seeing anything happen here. I mean, but look, if you really wanted to, I mean, you could get very creative with that. I mean, there are possibilities here, but personally, if I just needed a black die cut, or a die cut in general, I would not be using the dryer sheets. Maybe it's the brand. Maybe the brand is wrong because it's bounced. Maybe it was too thick, maybe. But okay, so that's another reason I use wax paper and crafting, because you can just ball it up and throw it away. All right, so let's do the wax paper with the tree, just because, you know, let's just try it. It's just to be fair, you know. So here is our, no wait, is this the new one or the old one? I think that's the new one because it's way shiny. So this is my old one. Yeah, this is my old one here. So we'll do this again. Let's lay the paper down. I mean, I don't know, maybe is there another layer? No, it's just one layer. Anyway, okay. So there's the dryer sheet, and goodness, my little top plate. Where did I put it? There's more plastic. I've got a little bit of garbage laying around here. I'm gonna put that over there. Oh, look, it was stacked. I do that a lot. You guys. Okay, so here's this. So we're gonna just, whoa, I've got Kitsch Flamingo on me. And you are technically always supposed to wipe those off. So let me dab on a little paper towel here. Yeah, he recommends not leaving any on the nozzle so it doesn't get, what do you call it, stopped up. Okay, back here. And we'll just go this way. Let's see, D. 1, 2. Whoa, oh goodness. Okay. You know, I should be flipping these. I need to be flipping those. Okay. All right, here we are. I mean, hey, look, it's already coming off. I mean, you got to hand it to the dryer sheets. I mean, they are at least helping come off the die, the metal part, you know? Look at that. Are these recyclable, these dryer sheets? I wonder. My daughter will know. She just finished her first semester exams at Vermont Law. She's very, very happy that was over. It was really stressful for her. And she's in town right now, but she is in Nashville with Jack's family, and then they will be coming back here again next week. So I'm really excited. All right, so let's just take this here. Oh, look. Wow. I mean, if it wasn't for that silly little piece of that tree that I think is designed really poorly, but look at that. I mean, you know, this dryer sheet thing, it's very effective. Look, I mean, wow. I mean, I didn't expect that, so I'm really pleased with that. The only, I mean, and it is kind of cool. Think if this was a green color, you could just leave that. Look at that. It would be so amazing. But anyway, but let's say that you just want a black tree. Well, we're going to have to figure out how to get that stuff off. And, okay, wait, this is coming off a little bit easier. But it's leaving this white, film or something. It feels, oh look, and it smudges. So, oh well, I mean, you know, hey, don't Don't put it past me. I could use that actually for the winter. If you did some dark green, that would, I mean, that would actually look really cool. Just don't worry about peeling it off, you know. But okay, so there's our dryer sheet. What's next? What's next? We have the, and I feel like I'm forgetting something, but no, I guess not. We'll do this, the cornstarch. Yes. Because I told my husband this, and he just kind of looked at me, and I was like, no, I'm serious. Like, it was a recommendation, and not just by one person, so it must have started somewhere, you know. Sorry, y'all. I'm a Virgo. I can't stand all the... Okay. Now, let's get some more paper. Actually, let's do the word. Here is my cutting plate hiding in plain sight. Paper. Now, I said to her, one of the ladies, doesn't it discolor your paper? And she said, oh, you use just a very fine amount. So I guess I'll just, nobody come over and eat. I've had my fingers in the cornstarch. Anyway, so I guess I'm going to maybe do you rub it on there? I don't know. Let's just little baptized. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. And there's some extra. Okay. Oh dear. All right. Let me just, I feel like that's excessive. My dog just looked at me like, what are you doing? All right. So this is it. This is cornstarch, guys. Okay. I'm really excited. All right. So this, and you know what? I can already tell this is very, slickery. Slickery. All right, let's see. 1, 2. Leaves a little bit on your... Oh, wow, look, this already fell out. Okay, now that's promising right there. Not gonna lie. And there's our little bits. Let's get the weeding tool and see. Oh, look at that. What? And there's the wonderful R. Seems to get everything. This is coming off really easily. What? No way. Look at that. Okay. So now we have, what do we do with the white stuff? Darn it. We got it out of the die. Maybe you, it seems to be coming off all right with a little bit of rubbing there. Look at that. I mean, it's really not. And look, it's getting rid of your fuzzies that stick out. The paper fuzzies that I hate so much. Look at that. Okay. So in my mind already, I'm thinking the wax paper I like, and this cornstarch I like. The wax paper left a really bad white, you know, white residue. But this, I mean, and honestly, you could probably, I've got this distress sprayer with a little bit of water. I'm going to just kind of just doused it with a little tiny bit of water here. Not going to hurt anything. Huh? What do you guys think? Look at that. I don't know what you think. It's a little residue, but not too bad. Oh, well, darn it. With more light, it looks bad. Okay, hold on. Let me just lay it over there. Let's do the tree. Maybe I used too much. I mean, it's possible, right? Maybe I overdid the cornstarch. So let me get a little piece of paper and we'll do, Lord, I've already lost them. Oh, there they are. All right, let me try this. And I'll lay my paper down here. And then the tree die cut is what I need. This is the older one. And I want to figure out how to get just a very little on there. So maybe maybe we just lightly, very lightly there, just a little bit here. Maybe if we kind of massage it in a little bit. Oh, you know, this reminds me of I know there are homemade recipes for that embossing. You know, when you are going to heat emboss, you treat it beforehand with the, oh, the fancy name escapes me, but here's mine. It's got like the baby powder stuff in it, right here. And, but you kind of douse it, you know, before you heat emboss, you kind of rub this, and it helps to keep all those extra pieces from sticking on your paper. So maybe this is very similar. Okay, so I feel like that's less than what was on there the first time with the word. So let's use the big die cut here and our cutting plate. Let's see. I'm trying to be more gentle on the camera so I don't give you guys vertigo or anything. All right, here we go. Huh. All right, so I just love that. Okay, stop. And I'll do the little, get this out of here. And then, oh look, it's already coming off, look. Let's see. Uh-oh. Those thin parts of the tree, just to be very careful. Darn. It's being very difficult. I wonder if I kind of loosen it up a little bit. Did that help? I mean, you know, I don't know if I'm being biased, but it seems to be about the same amount of difficulty getting it out of this silly thing. But I don't know, sometimes, look, and then it just flies out. So, I mean, the tree is not as warped as it was with the wax paper and my plastic. So, we have a lot less residue on it. Let's get the light and see. It's got a little bit. Whoa, hello. Wrong focus. It's got a little bit. I mean, but not bad. Really, it's not bad. And I mean, so you know what? I guess we could just kind of get that off there, and you really wouldn't be able to tell. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know. And then, just because by now I've already forgotten, I'm gonna do one sheet. I'm gonna go ahead and do a sheet of this real quick. This is the Sizzix Release paper. So, yeah, I'm really actually curious to see how it does on our Word. How this release paper does on our Word. So, the wax side goes on the Word here. And we're just gonna lay it like that. Was so slippery. Okay, let's lay this here and just see what happens. Oh, look. Well, I'm not giving this to anyone, but that G hanging off really drives me crazy. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Look. All right. I'm like, look, it's already stuck. Okay, we'll do this, the little rubbing, and then we'll take our little pokey tool here. We'll see. I mean, wow, very easy to poke out there. And of course the R is going to hold on to everything by everyone. Does not matter what is going on with that R. All right, and then we're going to do about the same as the powder. And I mean, that dryer sheet was awesome. I wish it would leave that silly residue. But that was our Sizzix Release Sheet here. And then we have to figure out a way to get it off the paper. Help! I mean, really? Well, goodness sake. I mean, of all things. All right, there we go. Now this could be operator error here. Okay, I mean, you know, and then, excuse me, we still have residue there. I mean, you know what? I think, look at that. I mean, the wax paper was just as good. You know, I mean, if it's going to leave residue like wax paper is, I mean, much cheaper. And so that's something to consider. That's something to think about right there. Let me see. We'll do just a giant piece here. Whoops. Got that right. And then we'll do the release sheet here. And we'll do our old tree. Yes. Little old tree. All right. This is the last one. And then look, this way everyone can decide for themselves. What do you think works the best for you? You know, what do you have on hand? At least we know there's many different things that you can use now, depending on, you know, what you want to clean up afterwards. Did I go through 2 times? I hope I did. I don't know. All right, let's see. Oh dear. Okay, well, it's off the, wow, came right off the metal. I mean, it came off, wow. All right, well, you guys, I'm kind of, I am honestly stuck. I mean, if I had to pick, it will be either the release sheets or the wax paper, I will say about that. Yes, most definitely. Because, yeah, I went through a lot of release sheets with this one order that was also white glitter paper. And I have Arteza white glitter paper. And I don't know if it's because it was so thick that I was having a very hard time getting these little trees to cooperate with me for that. Oh, look here. Oh, no, that's supposed to be that way. Okay, anyway, I need to stop playing, but I just can't stop now. I've started. I wanted to say thank you so very much for all the new subscribers. I mean, when I get those alerts, it makes me so happy because I am just really thrilled that, well, that anybody would want to listen to me, but, but that you guys are learning. I get so many very nice comments about how much people are learning. There's a lot of people that got Sizzix for Christmas, and they're saying my tutorial helped them. And so I'm so glad about that. That made my day. It makes my day. Look at that, guys. Hey, look at this. So, and also, I mean, it's not warped too bad either. But look, yeah, you still got this residue you're going to have to go through and see here on the edges. Anyway, I'm sure that there is an engineer out there somewhere, and in like just a matter of time, all this will be of the past because they'll come out with something newer and greater and better. But again, I want to say thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you so much for everyone that has been supportive of my shop and this channel and my newsletter. And I will post the link to sign up for my newsletter, because on the 1st of every month at 8 o'clock on my Facebook page, we do have a giveaway of a craft bundle. And congratulations, Michelle won for January. So on February 1st, we will be hosting another giveaway, and I've already started buying stuff for it. So anyway, I just want to say Happy New Year, everyone, and thank you so much. Oh, and I know at the beginning I said, oh, and we're going to decorate a tag. Well, I didn't know this video was going to take, we're at 52 minutes plus the intro, so I'm a little over on this. So I will do my next video with my vintage ephemera, the vintage Valentine's DigiKit that's in my shop. and I'll also link it in the description below. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye.